girl, you look like you got a 5 o'clock shadow. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Jasmine. For those of you guys who are new here today, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a little demo of the new foundation. I bet y'all could already guess because I literally have seen it everywhere. If you know, you know. This is the new Makeup Forever hdskin foundation. I've seen like 1 million people on Instagram and like TikTok using this, and I really wanted to try it out and see if it lived up to the hype. So let's hop right into the video. I just want to mention, if y'all see my nails like changing colors, if they're like heat sensitive nails, they're from Glamnetic. If you want to check them out, I'll tag them down below for you guys. But just in case you're like, how are her nails this color and then they were a different color? That's why. Just wanted to make a disclaimer because I was confused at first. I forgot they changed color and I was like, whoa, what's wrong with my nails? And I was like, oh. So first things first, I'm gonna give you a few specs and details on this foundation. So it is supposed to be waterproof, sweatproof, and 24-hour wear. That's like the 3 hitters that they telling y'all about this foundation. I don't know, we gonna see. I have oily combination skin, a little bit more oily, but in case anybody is wondering. And I got the shade 3N48. It was very, the shade names were confusing a little bit when I went into Sephora, just because I was like, why, for one, why do they have so many numbers? For two, why in parentheses, and y'all might be confused too, do they have another, let it focus, like they have the 3N48 up here, but then in parentheses they have Y422. So I don't know if that's just because they reformulated this foundation, because this is supposed to be a reformulation of their already like trendy, popular, probably one of their most popular foundations. It's just reformulated. So I don't know if maybe the one in the parentheses is the old shade and the new one is the top. But yeah, my shade and everything will be in the description box down below for if you guys are wondering about that. I did get with the letter N because I'm assuming that meant neutral. Maybe I should have done some research, but I'm assuming it meant neutral. I shade tested in the store and it did seem like it matched pretty well. I think this will be a good match. Like I said, I got mine from Sephora and it retailed for $43 plus tax. So I would say this is like normal pricing of a high-end foundation. That's right around the range. And one last thing, they do have 40 different shades, so I feel like that's a pretty good range of shades for foundations. I feel like you guys shouldn't have trouble finding your shade at all. So yeah, let's just get into applying, y'all. First of all, I love their packaging so much. I love this little top. I don't know why, it's just so aesthetically pleasing that it's just like all one color. I like that. And then the top will come off and then it just has a pump top. So I love this foundation already. So I'm gonna do this side of my face with a sponge and this side of my face with a brush, because this is like my worst side. I have a little bit more acne going on, so I want a little bit more coverage. But this is supposed to be like medium to full coverage foundation. So we gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and put some on my hand. I'm gonna kind of put like a lot just because I am gonna build it up so we can see that coverage. Okay, so first I'm gonna start with the sponge side. I really think I picked like a good shade. I'm not gonna lie, I'm putting my foot in this shade matching game. Did I speak too soon? Did I speak too soon? I don't know. This is a clean beauty sponge. I actually just wiped that makeup on it. So let's go ahead and blend it out and just see this coverage. In the store, when I was shade matching, it actually seemed like it blended with my skin pretty well, and I was highly impressed just from that little bit that I applied. Now, I never tried their old formula, so I kind of wish I would have, so I've been able to compare it to their old formula. But I do like how this blended out, and like the whole thing is like HD skin, so it's still supposed to look like your skin. I think it looks like skin. Let's blend out the forehead. My forehead is a little bit darker than my rest of my face, so what do we think, y'all? For one, I think it gives pretty good coverage. Like I can still see some of my dark marks underneath, but just for one little layer, I think that's pretty good coverage. So now I'm gonna go in on this side with a brush and I'm gonna use more stippling motions, and that should give me more coverage. So we'll see if that actually, like, you know, changes anything. And I'm just gonna use the Morphe E63 brush. Okay, so this side of my face, no surprise, it has more coverage. I do feel like my dark spots and everything is covered a little bit better on this side, but that's only with the tools. Like, that's just what you gotta know. A brush, you're gonna get more coverage. A sponge, you're not gonna get as much, but I like it. I feel like the match is pretty good. I feel like this is a good color for my face. I do just want to blend out this side a little bit with the sponge, just because I got so used to doing my makeup with like a beauty sponge instead of a brush. I don't like how it looks anymore with the brush, but I wanted to just see the application for y'all. So now that we know it will be very full coverage with a brush, I'm just gonna do the rest of my face with a sponge, okay? So I'm gonna apply like another layer just to see how much we can build that coverage. And I'm really just focusing that on the areas where I have a lot of discoloration from like acne and all that type of stuff. Really on my cheeks more so. And then I'm just gonna blend that out. Okay, y'all, so what do we think? Do we think that this like looks like skin, HD skin? Low key, I really like how it makes my skin look. It almost like kind of blurs too. I read that on like their Instagram post, the Makeup Forever's Instagram page. I was like looking through their post that they had made, and they said something about like it'll blur the camera, like the spots on camera or something. And I do feel like it kind of is blurring, which I love. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'm gonna be right back so we can see like how it looks with like a full face, because obviously who'll be wearing the makeup out like this? I mean, I don't know, maybe some of y'all do. I don't, but I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. I did a full face, but we didn't do lashes today. I just didn't feel like it. But I did not apply any highlighter because I did want to see how this foundation wears. I'm gonna come back for y'all in probably like a few hours. It is, what time is it right now? So it's 3:27, 3:30 right now. So I'm gonna come back for you guys like probably like at the end of the night. I would come back in like 12 hours, but girl, I'm not sitting up till 3:30 in the morning to film this video for y'all. I love y'all, but I am not doing it. So I'm gonna probably come back, I'll say probably in like 6 hours or so. Honestly, I'll try to keep my makeup on as long as possible. And I'm gonna show you guys how it wears. I feel like I did not blend my chin contour all the way. Girl, you look like you got a 5 o'clock shadow. I don't like that. So like I was saying, I didn't apply any highlighter just because I don't want it to be confused with my natural oils peeking through, just because I have oily skin, so I am used to that happening with my makeup. My oils are eventually gonna peek through. It's just a matter of how long. So I did concealer, I double baked like I usually do. We did blush, we did contour. I put the powders down, so I am very like matte right now, but we're gonna see how that holds up throughout the rest of the day. So this is a good look of what it looks like right after I'm done my makeup. I personally think it looks really pretty. Like, it looks very soft. It does look blurred. I don't know if y'all can tell, but my skin looks very blurred, like especially this side, because I don't have, like, I have a raised pimple right here, so it kind of like, it messes with it a little bit. But you can see like how blurred my skin looks on this side. Do you see? Like, I think it literally looks like I have a filter on my face naturally. So I'm loving the foundation right now. As of right now, I'm saying go grab it just because of how it looks on my skin. First impressions, I feel like the color is a great color. I literally have no complaints about it whatsoever, but we gonna see in a few hours if I'm saying the same thing, because if my face starts looking crazy, it's gonna be a problem. So I'm gonna come back to you guys in a little bit and we will see how it holds up.
One eternity later.
So I'm back. I know you can see that there's a difference. So this is how it looks after 6 hours. It's currently 9:47, so a little over 6 hours. Okay, we see the oil has peeked through. There's a lot going on in my forehead, and then obviously like right here and my nose, where I typically get oily, right? Okay, But let me say this, y'all. I almost started filming this an hour ago because I was like, I'm tired, because I really am tired. And I was just like, I'm ready to go down, lay down, go to sleep, da da da. And my face was not this oily an hour ago. And then I laid down in the bed and cuddled up in the blankets and just kind of waited for an hour. So I'd be a full 6 hours in, and it got way more oily within this 6th hour. So I will say this. I think 4 hours, it still looked great. 5 hours still looked good too. At 5 hours, I was getting a little oily here, but it didn't really look oily. It almost just looked like it was like glowing, like only in this area. Had no really oils on my forehead at all. But this 6th hour, baby, is starting to break down in my face. Now, let me say this. I kind of expected this just because having oily skin, I have yet to find a foundation that literally I can wear for 6+ hours and I don't ever have to like blot my face. So it was kind of expected, because in my head I'm just thinking at some point throughout the night I'm gonna have to take a little tissue and just hit these spots and I'm good to go. And usually after I do that, after I do a little bit of nice blotting, I'm good, right? So if you're looking for a makeup that's going to be like blot, like where you don't have to blot at all and you're just like good for the night, this ain't it for you, baby. If you have oily skin, at least. But if you're like me and you know the reality of it, that you're gonna have to blot at some point just because that's the way your skin was made, then honestly, I think this makeup still is like pretty good. Because for one, even though I look oily, I still think my skin looks really pretty and really glowy. I like still feel like I have like a nice soft focus on the skin. It looks nice and like blurred. It still looks very much so that, you know? I wanted to make sure I said this. This is a very lightweight foundation. Like, it really does not feel heavy at all. I don't know how I didn't touch on that in the beginning part of the video, but I was watching it back because I was editing it and I was like, why did I say that? It feels very light. Like my skin feels like it's breathing perfectly fine. It don't feel like heavy. It don't feel like it's clogging my pores or anything like that. It feels good. I love how this foundation feels. I love how it looks. I really love it. Even though I'm oily on hour 6, I feel like that's normal. Like, if you have oily skin, you're gonna get oily, baby. There's no way around that. So I'm just gonna blot for you guys. I have like a piece of just like tissue, Kleenex, and I'm just gonna blot how I typically would throughout the night. Do you see that? Like, just blotting off the extra oils. I'm not doing like a whole bunch. And this is what I'll do, like if I'm like out or something. I literally would just go to the bathroom, grab some Kleenex, and just blot in all of the areas that I'm oily. I still think my makeup looks really good. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then it looks pretty, like having a little bit of like natural highlights, really just sebum and oil, but it's cute. I mean, it may not live up to its 24-hour wear hype, but I still think it looks really nice on the skin and it still feels really good. Like, you know how at some point throughout the like day when you have makeup on, you're just like, oh my god, I feel this entire mask on my face and I want to take it off. It don't feel like that. Like, it really does feel like I don't have makeup on. Like, I was just laying in this bed and I was so tempted to like turn over and like lay down, and I'm like, I can't, I got makeup on my face, I gotta wait. But it really does feel so light and like weightless. But yeah, you guys, I hope that y'all enjoyed this review and video. I hope y'all really appreciate my dedication to y'all, because I was just laying in the bed for a good 2 hours with this makeup on my face and I could not curl up under the blankets because I was trying to make this video for y'all. So you're welcome. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys plan on trying this foundation or have already tried it, what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts after seeing this video? Will you be trying it? If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to your girl. Hit the subscribe button down below, por favor. And make sure you also follow me on Instagram. I will put my social medias on the screen. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.